What's going on, people? Welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to some Forza Horizon 5, and in today's video I am going to go ahead and go through every single one of the cars from the newest car pack, the Universal car park. Now, here's the thing. It's out right now. You can buy it in the store, and these are all of the cars that are available for it. I'm sorry, but this just isn't it. I'm sorry, Forza, but this is this has to be a joke, right? If you're gonna release a Universal Studios car pack, have more cars in it. Have more of these cars in it. Surely there's other cars, part of Universal Studios, iconic cars that you could have included in this car pack than giving us 3 DeLoreans. I get that they're the Back to the Future Time Machine DeLoreans, but really? I don't think I've ever gone and made a video basically showcasing pretty much every single one of the cars from the car pack. I've always done it individually because there's always one thing or one car that was interesting enough for me to make a video on. But now I have to make this entire video for the entire car pack. The only one car that I'm actually kind of interested in a little bit more is this Jeep here, because this we already have in the game, the CJ Jeep that's in the game right now, and it can be tuned to be a really good car. So maybe this one can also be tuned to be a really good car, but these, I mean, come on. Seriously, come on. What is going on here? And the worst part of it all is the price for this thing. It's €10 for 5 cars. A tenner for 5 cars. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. I'm sorry, Forza. You've released some really good car packs in the past. This one, it just isn't it. It's up to the people that are playing the game right now that want to just see if they can, want to buy this thing. It's up to you guys if you guys want to pay the amount of money to get these cars, but I genuinely don't think it's worth it. I'm not here to sway anybody. Maybe you guys are interested in having these cars because you're cool as collectibles and stuff like that in the game, but I'm genuinely serious. I don't think, in my opinion, that it's worth paying a tenner for these. That's just way too much. So I'm gonna go get these and try them out for the video and basically showcase them so you guys can see what each one of these are like. I know that there's some special things, some special effects that you'll be able to see with these, but we'll see that in a second. Alright, I hopped over into the festival because I now need to kind of buy all of these now, right? I think they're free though, regardless. Are they part of Universal? Is that a thing? Universal Studios, I think. Yeah, they are. Okay, so pretty much all of these now are free because I got the car pack. Let's start off with the DeLoreans, and we'll go through pretty much all of these. We'll go from, obviously, the first one to the last one. They have an interesting kind of little thing going on with them, where they actually light up once you go 88 miles an hour. So that's kind of cool, that they have something a little bit interesting about them like that. But, again, I still don't think it's worth all of that money for 3 of these cars. I mean, the attention to detail is there. Like, it's quite cool to see all of these. And, of course, even if you go into photo mode, then you can see flux capacitor there in the back. And that all lights up. And again, like I said, crazy amounts of detail has gotten into this. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the car detail is terrible or anything like that. Or the work that's been put into it to create it isn't good, because it is. It's very good. I just don't think having 3 DeLoreans in the game, part of the same kind of deal, is really worth it for a tenner, if that makes sense. But apart from that, like I said, the car itself has a really nice amount of detail, and it's very cool. Let's step in it. Let's step into the into the time machine. Basically, it's very cool. It is really cool. All the buttons and everything, and the lights. All movie accurate, right? All of these are movie accurate. So that is very cool. Right, let me drive this thing. I hope, at least, it's still nighttime, so I can drive it. Yes, it is. Can't even put it into reverse. Oh god, it's so slow. Oh, it's so incredibly slow. It sounds pretty good from the inside, though. Oh, I'm teasing 88 miles an hour. I'm just teasing it. I wish though instead there was like sparks and that coming out of it as it's approaching. There you go. It lights up. And even the flux capacitor as well inside lights up, as you can see. Once I reach 88 miles an hour. But like I said, I really do wish like sparks and stuff came out of it. That would have made it even more cool. But you know what? You know what this shows? This shows that they are actually capable of putting underglow for the cars. And they just aren't doing it. They could add underglow to the bottom of cars. And I think it could work really, really well. And they just aren't doing it. It sounds good. At least it sounds good. Alright, let's swap over. I need to go back into the festival. I need to claim every single one of these cars. Now, of course, the difference between the first one and this one, which is the one from the second movie, is the Mr. Fusion blender. It's not really a blender, is it? It's like a juicer on the top. Yeah, that's kind of the big main difference between the car from the first movie and this one. Obviously, they've ended up changing. Oh my god, even the juicer opens up. Or whatever. So there you go. That's also a little extra addition into this. Again, like I said, detail is there. And it's very, very cool. Performance-wise, they drive pretty much the exact same, so there's no really point of me taking this out as well. Let's hop over to the final one, which is going to be a little bit different. Because, of course, this one was, or had to go off-road as well. So it's got lifted suspension. Obviously, it's got the appropriate tires and the I can't remember what the thing is on the bonnet, but I remember it has something to do because of, is it plutonium? Wasn't available at the time. They had to do something different. I can't remember 100% what it was that they had to change, but I remember that they had to change something obviously because it wasn't available back in the day. And then again, the wheels are very much appropriate, and then obviously the Mr. Fusion on top. So again, it's still quite similar to what it was before. Obviously, each one of these cars corresponding to the correct movie. And that's pretty much what it looks like. Now, let's swap over to a very cool car, which in my opinion is worth being in this car pack. Once at least. And it's this. It is this. It's KITT. Very, very cool car. I hope the lights on the front light up and stuff. I think that would be very, very sick. Interior fully wrapping around you. It's nice. It is nice. Old school Firebird. Yeah, let me drive it. I want to see if it actually pops up with the lights on the front. Yes! Yes, it does. Plus this thing has like 500 horsepower. Sounds really good from the inside. Everything's digital because, of course, back in the day, this was peak technology. Oh god. Apart from that, it feels really good to drive. Even just the first couple of corners that I've taken with this thing. It's quite quick. About 500 horsepower. It weighs about 1.5 tons. A little less than 1.5 tons. But this is a fast car. This is definitely a fast car. Tires aren't the best because we're talking what, 1970? 1980s. Early 1980s tech over here, so that's why it's like this. It sounds really good from the inside. I don't even know what engine this thing has in it. I love the yoke on the steering wheel. It's not even like a steering wheel, it's a yoke that this thing uses. It's just funny.
The next Horizon Arcade
and the RPM being like 5.3, 5.4. Being measured like that is so strange to me. But like I said, this is one of the cars that I think is definitely worth being in this car pack. It's a very cool car. I think KITT definitely deserves to be in it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the DeLorean also deserves to be in it, but I don't think all three of them deserve to be in it. And now, last but not least, we have the Jurassic Park Jeep, which is super, super cool. Very, very cool vehicle. This is the one that I'm feeling could have the potential to be a really, really good handling car in this game. Because like I said, the Jeep that's already in the game now, the CJ, is really, really good. Like it's very, very OP for very specific races and stuff like that. So I think this one could have the potential to do it. I'm gonna try and go into in-depth, but in-depth with a few of these guys in future videos, in the next few videos anyway. And if you guys want to see those type of videos, then of course make sure you subscribe to keep up to date whenever I upload a new video. I love the antenna that's tied down as well. It's very cool. This is also really slow. Has like 130 horsepower. It's so sluggish. It is really, really slow. But again, it's in Forza, so it's going to get modified, it's going to get upgraded and all that, so it should be very interesting to drive this thing. It is just straight up dying trying to accelerate on this on-ramp. There we go. 60 miles an hour. Another car that actually sounds really, really good though. What is it? Straight 6, isn't it? That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do some videos with all of these guys, especially this Jeep, because I think that this Jeep has really great potential. So, we'll see. We'll see in one of the future videos. That's pretty much it though for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't know if this car pack is worth it. It's up to you if you want to purchase it or not. It does cost a tenner, so if you have the money to spend on this thing, then feel free to do so and, you know, have a go at all of these cars yourselves. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it in my eyes, so, to spend that much money on 3 DeLoreans and these 2 cool cars. Anyway, like I said, that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.